Hi there, it's Viki, Mind Body Food Coach. Thank you so much for joining me on Mind Body Food TV today. And we have a very special guest on the Mind Body Food couch with us, Linda from Zest Natural Therapies. Linda's actually a naturopath, and with all the troubles I've been having with my digestion and my gut lately, I've decided that I'd ask Linda to come along to help us learn a little bit more about gut health and why it's so important. So welcome, Linda. Thank you
very much.
So a naturopath. Now, a lot of people obviously would have heard the term naturopath,
right,
but maybe not so clear on how a naturopath works. What is a naturopath?
No, that's right. Look, there can be a lot of confusion over what a naturopath actually does. Basically, we are health or holistic health practitioners, so we do look at the body as a whole. And we use medicinal herbs and good nutrition, basically, and lifestyle.
Great. So very much a holistic way of treatment,
yes,
which is great. So for people who would have problems with their gut, first off, I guess, why is it so important? Why is paying attention to our gut so important to our health and well-being?
Basically, the gut is the site of your absorption of all your nutrients. So it does need to be in really, really good nick if you are to get the best benefit from all your food. And also it is the site of your elimination of any waste that actually need to be removed from the body.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of the center of everything, isn't it?
It is, yes, absolutely.
So it's like whatever you put into your body, then the gut's job is to absorb all of the good nutrients and vitamins and minerals out of it and then eliminate, get rid of all the rest.
Yes, that's right.
So I imagine if you're eating really well, like I believed I was doing recently, but still not feeling so great, that it was because my gut wasn't actually able to do its job properly.
Absolutely can be. Yes.
Right. So with gut health, we know it's important, but what kind of things can go wrong with it? So what are we looking out for symptoms and things like that when it's not working so well?
Basically, with the gut, you can have your overt symptoms, so things like your constipation, diarrhea, bloating, gas, things like that are very, very obvious. There can also be other symptoms that actually aren't so obvious. So things like eczema can actually often be traced back to the gut.
Who would have thought eczema would be associated with your gut
problems?
Yes,
no, that's the thing. Also, fatigue can often be a gut-related symptom, and there can actually also be different causes that can actually result in gut symptoms that mightn't be so obvious. When you're thinking about you having problems with your tummy. They can be things like your thyroid can be a little bit out of whack. That can actually impact your gut. Having stress, obviously, is going to be big.
Yes, we all suffer from
stress.
Can
have a big impact on the gut. Things like dysbiosis, which is actually an imbalance of good bacteria and bad bacteria, that can actually impact your health overall. And also a thing called leaky gut, which is actually the lining of the gut is actually not as intact as it should be, and it allows molecules from your food to get into your bloodstream, and they actually don't belong there, and they can cause havoc.
Yeah, that's not a very good scenario.
No.
So I think a lot of people, when they get sick, they go to the doctor and we're given antibiotics, but the antibiotics don't really have a preference for good or bad bacteria. They just sort of eliminate the whole lot, don't they?
They do indeed.
So why is that bad for us?
That can actually be contributing to, as I mentioned before, leaky gut. So it is really, really important that if you have been on antibiotics, that you actually do replace the good bacteria so that you're keeping that gut healthy.
Yeah. So what other ways can we keep the gut healthy? So if we are experiencing symptoms that we've just talked about, what, as a naturopath, would you use as treatment?
Look, basically the first thing is always going to be your diet. So having a look at your diet and making sure that it's not full of processed foods, overly processed carbohydrates can play havoc there. So definitely eating things like lots of fruit and veggies, being aware of certain foods that might trigger.
That's a big one.
Certain symptoms.
It's a big one.
Yeah. And basically drinking a lot of water is always going to help there. Getting some exercise helps to speed up the transit time through the gut. As far as herbal treatments go, you can try things like chamomile tea. Can often help
I love chamomile tea.
Reduce spasms. Also very good for stress as well. Things like dandelion tea is very nourishing for the liver.
Yes, doesn't taste so good, but
dandelion root
is quite good. Yes.
Gentian is another really, really good herbal remedy for digestive issues. And also taking a probiotic is always going to be good just for general health in itself, but also definitely very, very good for the gut.
Excellent. Is there anything else that people need to be aware of to look out for, perhaps, that they may not be, associating with their tummy troubles?
Look, basically, there are a lot of conditions that actually have the potential to have started off in the gut. So it really depends on your own individual circumstance and your own pattern of symptoms, but definitely fatigue, even things like stress. Look, there's lots of things that can actually,
Yeah. So I think what I like about how a naturopath works is that you do actually look at all of the aspects that could possibly and potentially be contributing to ill health in any form.
That's right.
But it sounds like the gut is affected by so many different things in our lives that it's something that's pretty essential to look at. So for those of you who have listened to some of those symptoms and think, I'm sort of experiencing some of those things, like the bloating or the sleeplessness or the foggy thinking or the belching or any kind of pain at all in your tummy, would be something to be concerned about, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So go and see a naturopath. And if you want to learn more about your gut health or any particular symptoms that you might be experiencing, then Linda's details are going to be at the bottom of this video here. It's zestnaturaltherapies.com.au. So have a look at the website and get in contact with her if you think that you need a little bit more information. I'm sure you'll be happy to help. So if you've liked this video today, and hopefully it sheds some light on a few things with your gut and how it's functioning at the moment, then please subscribe to the channel. Please share it with your friends. Have a look on the website. Come and like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Thank you so much for being with us today. We might have Linda on again to talk about some other issues to do with our health and well-being at some stage, and we'll certainly answer your questions if you leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye.